out there. Thank you.
Leader of the majority party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I dictated to us a question which has been clarified on those, what are they called, the pending bills, with specific reference to faith-based hospitals. And I wish to urge the Minister to perhaps separate between private facilities and faith-based hospitals, because I know for a fact that some of these private facilities, if you look at the debt burden, it is mostly heavy on the faith-based facilities for reasons that every Kenyan knows, that it is difficult for any faith-based institution to do some of the things that private facilities are able to do to get their payments faster. And perhaps that matter needs to be treated with more urgency, Mr. Speaker. However, because I've gotten the mic, I want to register my comments alongside that of the chair of the Health Committee, that I am terribly disappointed by the conduct of this ministry, led by the Health Minister, together with her two PSs. They have treated this House with serious contempt, and that is not something that I take lightly as majority leader in this House. The fact that they missed our midterm review meeting, Mr. Speaker. The cabinet minister says she was in cabinet. What about her two PSs? Where was Harry? Where was PS Mudhoni? Couldn't they find their way to Naivasha? How can you continue to interact with colleagues whose only interest with health matters is a budget allocation to your ministry? All policy-related matters are implemented at the county governments, Mr. Speaker. You can hear the kind of questions that senators are asking. Some of them is purely on account of the fact that this ministry has failed to interact with this House in the manner that it ought to be, Mr. Speaker. If there is a big failure, Cabinet Secretary, that I want you to register as you leave this House, forget about Chief and Sharp, much as those are very important issues, is the fact that you have not been able to lead your ministry to have a serious engagement with the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. And for that, I hold no other person responsible other than you, Madam Minister. And that is not something that is acceptable to us. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to agree with your finding that when the minister returns to her office, can she find the time to come and provide an update on all the issues that he had been requested to come and present before a midterm review meeting, and ask for a time that we avail? This House is available on Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings. Can she pick a day in the next 2 days if she wants to restore normal relations between us and the Ministry of Health, Mr. Speaker? Otherwise, I am terribly disappointed, Madam Minister. And PS Harry knows this, PS Mudhoni, you know this. You are my good friends, but you have let your boss down. You need to work better with a House. We passed those four laws, Mr. Speaker, knowing that SHA was going to be transformational and change the lives of Kenyans. Do not sit in your office, Madam Minister, and listen to your choir of office officials. Come and listen to the representatives of the people to tell you the challenges that people are facing. I rest my case, Mr. Speaker.
Now, Majority Leader, you know, I navigated that matter and I gave guidance. But since you represent the majority side, you have pushed a lot of business from the Ministry of Health. We did actually bills at night, at midnight in Turkana, I remember.